Mia was bored. She had already read all her books, played with her toys, and even tried to draw. But nothing seemed to capture her interest. It was summer. No school. The days were long and hot, and Mia felt like she was wasting them. Nothing to do. She sighed deeply, feeling the weight of her boredom. Mom and Dad were busy. They were always working, and Mia felt invisible. Mia wandered into the backyard, hoping to find something, anything, to do. It was a plain backyard. Nothing special about it. Grass, a swing set. She had played on it a million times. A fence, boring. The same old wooden fence that had been there forever. Mia kicked at the fence in frustration, wishing for something exciting to happen. She wished something exciting would happen. Suddenly, the fence shook. Mia's eyes widened in surprise. A part of it swung open. She couldn't believe her eyes. It was a hidden door. How had she never noticed it before? Mia peeked inside. Wow, there was a garden. It was beautiful. Colorful flowers bloomed everywhere. Butterflies fluttered around, creating a magical scene. A little path beckoned Mia forward. She couldn't resist. It seemed to call her name. She stepped inside and the door closed behind her. Mia was trapped, but she didn't care. She was too mesmerized by the beauty around her. She was in a magical place. Mia gasped, her heart racing with excitement. Right in front of her was a glowing bridge. It sparkled like diamonds, shimmering in the sunlight. It arched over a little stream, the water glistening as it flowed gently beneath. Mia had to cross it. She felt a sense of adventure she had never felt before. This was the best day ever. Mia's boredom was gone, replaced by wonder and excitement. Mia skipped across the glowing bridge. It tinkled softly under her feet. On the other side, she saw a fluffy white bunny. It was nibbling on a carrot. But this was no ordinary bunny. It was wearing a tiny blue vest.
Hello.
The bunny looked up. It had the biggest, bluest eyes Mia had ever seen.
Hi yourself.
Mia's jaw dropped. The bunny talked.
Don't be surprised. I'm Whiskers, and this is the magical garden.
Mia couldn't believe her ears. A talking bunny, a magical garden. This day just kept getting better and better.
Come on, I'll show you around.
Mia followed excitedly. She couldn't wait to see what other wonders awaited. The magical garden was amazing. Mia and Whiskers walked along the winding path. They met talking golden fish in a shimmering pond. The fish told them jokes. Mia laughed and laughed. Next, they came to a tree that grew candy. Lollipops, chocolates, and gummy bears hung from its branches. Mia tasted a sweet, juicy lollipop. It was the tastiest candy ever. Finally, they arrived at a clearing. In the center stood a giant flower. It sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow, and it was playing music. The tune was beautiful and magical. Mia couldn't help but dance. Mia and Whiskers sat beneath the music-playing flower. They talked and laughed for hours, but as the sun began to set, Mia noticed something strange. The flower's music was getting softer. Its colors were less vibrant. Whiskers looked worried.
The garden's magic is fading. Without the magic, the garden will disappear.
Mia felt a pang of fear. She couldn't lose this wonderful place.
What can we do?
Whiskers pointed to the top of the tallest tree.
The starflower. It holds the garden's magic, but it's missing.
Mia knew what she had to do. She had to find the starflower and save the magical garden. Don't worry, Whiskers, she said determinedly. I'll find it.
Whiskers looked at her with gratitude. Thank you, Mia, he said. But it won't be easy. You'll need help.
As if on cue, a swarm of fireflies gathered around Mia. They glowed brightly, illuminating the darkening garden. One firefly, bigger and brighter than the others, flew close to Mia.
We will guide you, it buzzed. Follow us.
With the fireflies leading the way, Mia set off on her quest to find the missing starflower. She wasn't scared anymore. She was determined to save the magical garden. The fireflies led Mia deeper into the garden. They came to a clearing dominated by a huge, ancient tree. Its branches reached towards the sky like gnarled fingers. The fireflies buzzed excitedly around the tree, their light casting a magical glow on the surroundings. Mia felt a sense of awe and wonder as she gazed at the majestic tree, its bark covered in ancient runes and moss.
Wow, look at this tree. It's incredible.
As Mia approached, the tree began to shake. Its leaves rustled and a deep voice boomed, echoing through the clearing like thunder. Mia's heart raced, but she couldn't tear her eyes away from the tree.
Who dares disturb the Ancient One? Speak your purpose, young one.
Mia was startled, but she stood her ground. She took a deep breath, summoning all her courage to respond to the imposing tree.
I seek the starflower. The garden's magic is fading, and I need to find it to restore the balance.
The tree groaned, its branches creaking as if in deep thought. The air around them seemed to thicken with anticipation.
The starflower is lost, but I can help you find it. Solve my riddle, and I will reveal the path to you.
Mia listened intently as the tree rumbled its riddle. She knew this was her only chance to save the garden.
What am I? I have water but no fish. I have mountains but no rocks. I have cities but no houses. What am I?
Mia thought hard. The fireflies buzzed encouragingly around her, their light flickering like tiny stars. She closed her eyes, trying to piece together the clues. Finally, it dawned on her, and she opened her eyes with a spark of realization.
A map! The answer is a map!
The tree creaked with amusement, its branches swaying gently as if nodding in approval.
You are wise, little one. The map you seek lies hidden beneath the weeping willow. Go now, and may the magic of the garden guide you.
Following the fireflies, Mia found the weeping willow beside a still pond. Its branches drooped sadly towards the water. As Mia neared, she noticed a faint glow beneath the surface. Cautiously, she reached in and pulled out a rolled-up piece of parchment. It was a map, and it shimmered faintly with magical light.
This must be the map!
The map showed a winding path that led to a symbol shaped like a star. The starflower. But the path was blocked by a swirling vortex of colors. Mia didn't know how to get past it. Suddenly, the pond's surface rippled. Mia's reflection began to glow, and then it spoke.
To pass the barrier, you must show courage, kindness, and hope.
The reflection faded, leaving Mia to ponder its words. The fireflies buzzed impatiently, urging Mia forward. Taking a deep breath, Mia approached the swirling vortex of colors. Remembering her reflection's words, she focused on the good things in her heart. She thought of her love for her family, her kindness to animals, and her hope for a brighter future. As she did, a warm feeling spread through her. The swirling colors parted, revealing a path through the barrier.
I did it!
Maya followed the fireflies along the path, her heart pounding with anticipation. Finally, they reached a clearing bathed in silvery moonlight, and there, in the center, bloomed the starflower. It pulsed with a radiant light, more beautiful than anything Mia had ever seen. As Mia approached, the fireflies nudged her gently. She reached out and carefully plucked the starflower. It felt warm and alive in her hand. With the starflower in hand, Mia raced back through the garden, her heart pounding with excitement and anticipation. She could feel the magic pulsing through the flower, a beacon of hope and renewal. The fireflies guided her, their light brighter than ever, illuminating the path ahead with a warm golden glow. They seemed to dance around her, celebrating the return of the starflower. As she ran, she noticed the garden coming back to life. Flowers that had wilted were now blooming in vibrant colors, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. The music-playing flower resumed its melody, its colors more vibrant than before. The notes floated through the air, creating a symphony of joy and magic. The candy tree sprouted new sweets, each one more delicious-looking than the last. Mia couldn't help but smile at the sight of the colorful confections. Even the talking fish seemed more lively, their scales shimmering with renewed energy. They leaped and splashed in the pond, their laughter echoing through the garden. Reaching the center of the garden, Mia carefully placed the starflower back on its pedestal. She held her breath, hoping that this would be enough to restore the garden's magic. The garden erupted in a blinding flash of light and color. Mia shielded her eyes, feeling the warmth of the magic wash over her. When the light faded, the garden was more beautiful than ever. The magic was restored. Every leaf, every petal seemed to glow with an inner light, and the entire garden felt alive with possibility.
You did it, Mia! The creatures of the garden cheered, their voices filled with gratitude and joy. You saved the magical garden! Mia felt a swell of pride and happiness, knowing she had made a difference.
Mia hugged Whiskers tightly, feeling the warmth of his fur and the steady beat of his heart. She knew this moment would stay with her forever. She felt a pang of sadness, knowing it was time to go. The garden had become a second home to her, and leaving it behind was harder than she had imagined.
I have to go home now. Her voice was soft, filled with a mix of sorrow and determination. But I'll never forget you, Whiskers, or this magical place. She waved goodbye, her heart heavy but full of hope.
The garden will always be here for you, Mia. Whisker's voice was gentle, reassuring her that this wasn't truly the end. Just follow your heart and you'll find your way back. The path seemed to glow, inviting her to return whenever she wished.
Mia stepped back through the hidden door in the fence, her mind swirling with memories of the adventure. The door vanished behind her, leaving no trace of the magical garden. It was as if it had never existed, but Mia knew better. But Mia knew she would never forget her adventure. The memories were etched in her heart, a constant reminder of the magic she had experienced, and she knew that one day she would find her way back to the magical garden and her friend Whiskers. The promise of return filled her with hope and excitement for the future.